What's good, gang? It's your Booty Mac back here once again, y'all, with another. I'm gonna wait. Man, this really about to be a banger. I know it's been quite a while since I picked up the camera. We've been super busy, and it's very strict on some of the things I can film, I can't film, the things I can and cannot talk about. So I'm gonna try to go over today, like, what we've been doing on this deployment without reaching those limits, and kind of break down what we've been doing, what you do on a non-combat deployment in the Army, and what everything entails, and how to keep your mental right, and how to keep in touch with loved ones and close ones, and do it all the right way, man, and kind of just make sure you guys who are either in the military or want to join, or just people back home that watch that, want to know how I do what I've been doing. This is what that's gonna be about. Also, later on in the video, I do have a couple clips of me going over my M4 and the way it's set up, and cleaning it and taking it apart and things like that. I feel like it would be cool. I don't know. I do want to get back on the YouTube. I really do. I love it. It's my passion. It makes me happy. This kind of takes priority, though. I worked so hard to get to where I'm at today, and I made a lot of sacrifices, and to push away all of that for YouTube is kind of not in the cards right now. I want to switch over to that. I want to get to that point, but first I need to focus on what I'm doing right now and what I'm meant to be doing. Once that's kind of in a better situation and in a better spot, I can take this a little bit more serious. But I am going to start uploading. A lot of the videos I'm going to be doing, I'm not going to lie to you guys, are going to be kind of sit down talk videos about the military, what's going on, XYZ, because that's what I have time for. I used to just try to, push and force content, just try to make things that, weren't necessarily what you guys want to watch. And the reason for that is because I want to upload. I do, but I am super busy, like I said. So I'm going to do a couple of these whenever I can and upload. And if something exciting does go on, like I do have a trip planned here in like 2 weeks. I'm going somewhere. I'm not going to tell y'all because I am going to record out there. A lot of the footage also will be on my phone. The quality won't be that good because the Wi-Fi out here, the service is really bad. So to switch the footage from my camera to my phone won't work out that well. So this is how I'm going to do that. But I know I've been talking a lot. It's going to be a talking video. Get y'all popcorn, get y'all a couple of drinks, whatever. Just sit down and enjoy. All right, y'all. So to start off this video, I do want to say I can't really tell y'all where I'm at or details about what's going on, like I said. But what I can do is tell you I am somewhere in Europe. I'm in Europe. I can't tell you exactly where. And I want us to talk about what it's like doing a non-combat deployment. Now, when you're on a non-combat deployment, you have... people think that you just don't do anything, you kind of just sit here, and that's not necessarily the case. We do a lot of preparation because that call could come down at any moment. That call comes down, we have to be ready to roll. So it's preparing. We get our vehicles ready, we get our weapons ready, we qualify. So I just went to the range and qualified on a couple of different weapons, and that's super important because I am a 13 Juliet, for those of you who do not know, which is field artillery. But at the end of the day, I am a basic soldier. If they need me to roll with the infantry, that call comes down, that's what's going to happen. So I need to be able to shoot my rifle. I need to be able to do what that entails, and so that's super important, qualifying. So I've done that. We've done a lot of training, a lot of certifications, a lot of working on us, making sure we're ready to go, making sure we all understand what to do and things of that nature. A lot of PT, working out, getting in really good shape. That people have opportunity to go to schools and so many other opportunities out here. It's really good. Now, the living conditions, a lot of people have questions on. They're okay. They're not bad. I have a bed. I have a roof over my head. I sleep in a tent. It's like a hard sheltered tent. There are bathrooms. We do have a DFAC where we can get food at. It's not bad. It's not the worst thing in the world. You kind of just learn to adapt and move and roll with it and deal with what you're given, and it's better than some people that are out on the streets. Like, as you guys can see, super cold out here, and I could be, sleeping outside, which we do sometimes, but that comes with the job. That's part of what we do. Currently, I am sleeping inside of a tent. I'll show you guys a little bit of the sleeping area, and what it's like and where we sleep and certain things like that. But that's kind of what we've been doing, man, is just training and preparation and staying ready to go just in case that call comes down. You're just constant training, back to back to back, certifying on different things and making sure we're ready to go, where we need to be at the right time, so everything goes to plan. Next part of this I want to get into is the whole mental health thing. Now, what works for me might not work for y'all, and I'm not going to say it's easy. Like, keeping your mental right is not easy at all, but something you got to do. Just hanging out with your friends, man. You have opportunity to, go check out the surrounding areas of where we are and, go see different parts of the world, and that is very, very cool, and that helps a lot, is having those opportunities. And they have things set up around where we're staying that kind of help with that. They have this thing called the MWR. You can play video games there. They have Wi-Fi, so you can go there and watch movies and download movies and just kind of relax and watch a show. You could play board games. You could play card games. You could do all these things to just kind of keep yourself busy. That's very, very important when you have downtime, is keeping your mind busy or resting. It's very, very tiring. But when you're not tired and you have a little bit of downtime, just hang out with your friends, keep your mind busy, keep your mind off of everything that's going on, and it'll help you kind of move forward and progress in what's going on, and it'll keep you distracted. Also, though, keeping in touch with your loved ones and people back home, and remembering the reason why you're doing what you're doing. Always keep that in your head. Why am I doing this? Why am I so okay with being where I am and going through all the things that we have to go through on a day-to-day basis? And for me, that's family. I love my family to the end and back, like most of y'all do. And my family sacrificed a lot and gave a lot for me to be where I am, and dealt with all my bullshit growing up and everything else. And for me, that's what it comes down to, is being able to tell them and make them proud and let them know what's going on, and see that smile on their face when I get to tell them what I'm doing, and that I'm happy doing what I'm doing, if that makes sense. But yeah, man, it's just staying busy, keeping your mind off things, and talking to people is very, very big. Talking to people back home, keeps you pushing, keeps you moving, and that's super, super important, is to always stay in contact with the ones that have always, brightened your mood, and people that you've known since day one, that you have a spot you can go back to and talk to them, and work through your mental issues that way. They also have like counselors and certain things out here, certain people you could talk to. But yeah, man, that's really it on that portion. I'm trying to make this quick. I'm not trying to talk y'all heads off too much. I'm just trying to go over a few key points. And those are the big ones that I can think of at this moment. So this is kind of what the defect looks like. I was supposed to show you before I ate, but I had some beef, some rice, carrots, and green beans. And then they have like a sandwich bar if you want sandwiches, and they have juice, and it's all set up for Christmas and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. The food wasn't too bad. The meat, they tend to cook very, very dry, so I always use hot sauce to kind of help with that part. But yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's food. It's free food too, so I can come here whenever I want and get food, if I don't want to go anywhere and buy food. So this is usually what I do. I just get a meat and a meat and like rice, potatoes, and then 2 vegetables, and then I'll usually get a salad if I'm still hungry. But that's kind of what I do for dinner. And now I'm about to head back. Yeah, this is dinner. This is where we eat. And that's kind of how that goes. So this right here is my weapon. It's an M4A1. It shoots 5.56 rounds. That's what we shoot. It's what we qualify with. If we were ever to need it in combat, this is what we would use. I have a CCO on mine and a PEC. This is like a red dot sight, and this it shoots. It's like a laser sight. If you guys play Call of Duty, it's basically what that is. My hand guards to put like a flashlight or anything else, a foregrip if I wanted one. I keep my buttstock almost fully extended so that it sits right and it's comfortable for me. Always when you're shooting your weapon, make sure it's comfortable and custom to the shooter so that you're most accurate with your weapon. This is the mag drop. If I were to have a magazine in, it's clear. I have this weapon. I'll show you guys. I have it clean right now because I'm cleaning it and I don't want anything going on. So, see, clean, no round in the chamber. It's empty. Come over here. This is the release to ride the bolt forward. So if I click this, bolts forward. Now if there was a round in, it'd be in and ready to fire. You have your safety lever here if I wanted to change anything, but this is my weapon. This is what we use, is qualify with, everything like that. So yeah. So I decided to just take it apart a little bit. So this is the bolt carrier. This is where, then this is your firing pin right here. You have your Jesus pin, which holds it all together. This and your actual bolt. So you have your bolt. Forget what this piece is called. Your Jesus pin, your firing pin, and then your bolt carrier. So that's what that is right there. I'm just going over and cleaning it to getting all the carbon off of it. This is very, very important when you have to fire your weapon to clean it so that it fires right next time, it doesn't jam, everything else. So break it down and clean it and get it ready to go, and then by next time you go to shoot it, you shouldn't have any issues. And this is what it looks like when it's all back together. And then the way you know it's functional, snap it, and the bolt comes out. Click it in, and snap it, and it comes out. I do it 3 times, make sure it comes out, and then I'll put my weapon back together. So the way this goes is, this is your charging handle. It's gonna be hard to do one-handed. This is what it looks like when it's done. Your charging handle, and you have your bolt carrier in here. And close it up. Put this pin through. Hold on, I need both hands. Okay, put this pin through like that. Boom, now your weapon is back together. And you always close your dust port so nothing gets in there. And there, that's your back together.
Give a damn about a hater when I feel like it. Not today, not today, not today, not tomorrow. Get out my way, please, I'm tryna get paid. Not today, not today, not today, not tomorrow. Get out my way, please, I'm tryna get paid.
I've been broke for 27 years, I ain't going for 28. Been seeing you niggas flexing and finessing the shit. You know I ain't never ate. Been seeing you shining, all that designer. You ain't get your little bro plate. That's how I know you fake. That's how I know you fake. Get it straight.